Every animal that has ever looked at you made a decision in that moment, and you had no idea what it was. You walk into a room, your dog loses its mind. Your cat stares at you like you just insulted its ancestors. A crow follows you for 3 blocks. And somewhere deep in a forest, a wolf is watching you from the shadows, deciding whether you're prey or just confusing. Welcome to WildEyez. This channel exists because animals have opinions about us, and we have absolutely been getting those opinions wrong for centuries. Today we are cracking open the question that researchers, pet owners, and honestly just anyone who has ever locked eyes with a wild animal has asked. What do animals actually think about humans? Not what we hope they think. Not the Disney version. The real, uncomfortable, fascinating truth. And spoiler alert, some of it is going to bother you. Let's start with the animal that shares your home, dogs. Millions of people will tell you their dog loves them unconditionally. And look, the science does support a real emotional bond. Studies show dogs release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone humans release, when they interact with their owners. But here's where it gets complicated. Some researchers argue that dogs have essentially hacked human emotional responses. They evolved alongside us for roughly 15,000 years, and in that time, they got extraordinarily good at reading our faces, mimicking our emotional cues, and giving us exactly what we respond to. So is that love? Or is that the most successful con job in natural history? The answer, honestly, might be both. And that does not make it less real. It makes it more interesting. Now let's talk about cats. Because cats require a completely different conversation. Here is what we know. Cats do not meow at other cats. Adult cats in the wild are silent with each other. The meow is a vocalization cats develop specifically to communicate with humans, which means your cat invented a language to talk to you. But behavioral research suggests cats view humans less as companions and more as fellow cats, just larger, slower, and frankly terrible at hunting. Your cat is not looking up to you. Your cat thinks you are an incompetent roommate with a food connection, and somehow that makes the whole relationship better. Moving into the wild, this is where things get genuinely controversial. Because the dominant story we have told ourselves forever is that wild animals fear humans, that we are the apex predator, the thing at the top. But wildlife biologists are increasingly pointing to something called the landscape of fear, and it is rewriting what we thought we knew. Animals do not just fear us, they have built entire behavioral ecosystems around us. They change their migration routes. They alter feeding times to avoid us. Some species have literally evolved faster reproductive cycles in response to human hunting pressure. We are not just something animals are afraid of. We are a force of nature they have had to adapt to survive. That is a fundamentally different thing. Now here is the part that might genuinely change how you see animals forever. Ravens and wolves have a documented cooperative relationship. Ravens lead wolves to prey. Wolves open carcasses ravens cannot access alone. They communicate. They coordinate. They have built something resembling partnership across species lines. And there are growing observations of ravens approaching humans in the wild with what researchers carefully describe as investigative curiosity. They are watching us the same way we watch them. And that should rattle something loose in your brain. Elephants remember individual humans across decades. They have been observed showing what appears to be grief. They pass down knowledge of which humans can be trusted and which cannot through generations. Your reputation exists in elephant memory. Think about that. Dolphins have been documented herding fish toward fishing boats intentionally, essentially partnering with humans for mutual benefit. Not because anyone trained them, because they figured it out. And here is the thread connecting all of this. Animals are not passive observers of the human world. They are active participants with their own strategies, their own social knowledge, their own opinions about us specifically. We built entire scientific fields around studying animal behavior. But animals have been studying human behavior just as long. The research just does not get published in journals. WildEyez is here because that conversation deserves to go both directions. Wild animals, domestic animals, the weird, funny, frightening, and beautiful ways our worlds overlap. Every week we go deeper. And we promise you, the animals have far more to say than you think. Subscribe, because they are already watching you.